Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Friday, September 19th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I don't show it anymore, but there's a 1/3 speed line that we closed just below on Wednesday, only to come gapping back above it on Thursday. We are off that as a trend-defining element, despite the fact that it actually beautifully contained the lows from early September. That head fakery that occurred from Wednesday to Thursday, we're just off of it. We do have it as a minor point, but I'm just not going to underscore it. But what I am going to underscore here is something I've been saying now for a couple of weeks, and that is that the 178.02 descending 1-month channel top is our upward pivot point through the rest of the year. But until then, we can test it again as we did about a week ago and fall away over the next 2 to 3 weeks to 159.02. And as I've been saying, over the next 3 to 5 weeks to 148.94. And in fact, the 159.02 channel bottom is converging by the second, third week of October over the next 3-4 weeks with 148.94 anyway. So it sort of makes the point that it could take 2 or 3 weeks to fall into this area, which is a significant zone of support, or will become. 148.94 in particular is that former 1-year channel top we settled above about 3 months ago. It can continue to contain buying through the rest of the year, and from here we can round up to new highs even within several months of testing 148.94. But 178.02 is our upward pivot point over the same time frame. So if we can close today above 178.02, I see no compelling reason to be short NVIDIA under all time frames, really, because the 2 to 3, 3 to 5 month time frame shifts bullish from what it is bearish now down to 148.94, bullish to 219.64 within 2 to 3 months of closing today above 178.02. On the way up at 178.02, we do have a former channel bottom of 187.59. If we were to close today above 178.02, I would call this a 3 to 5 day swing trade. And you can see actually over the next 3 to 5 days, it converges with a 1 3/8 swing count anyway. So it will be kind of an upper 180s to low 190s narrowing daily target. Let's call it a 1 to 2 week target, could be within 3 to 5 days of closing above 178.02. On the way up, I have 183.16. I don't see that today, but it is certainly possible. It is a Friday after all. And if we push or open above 178.02, it is in reach potentially. 183.16 is the high settlement price that was put out about a month ago in August. And that could be it for the day. But as I say, closing above 178.02, I would expect this narrowing zone between 187.59 and 192.28, possibly by the end of next week, within 2 weeks at the latest, where we could top out on a daily basis. But really, once again, longer term, over the next 2 to 3 months of closing above 178.02, I would expect 219.64. So keep that in mind. Until then, this is sellable resistance.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
And working down from there today, I don't expect it, but I do have 167.14 that can contain session weakness. This is a newly formed, based in part on Thursday's high channel bottom. And so if we push a little higher, this will adjust. But if we are to open lower and fall away, and I don't see this today, but just know, that holding below the 178.02 formation will keep some variation of this channel bottom in reach over the next 3 to 5 days. So that is your 3 to 5 day swing trade, selling 178.02 and buying back in the upper 160s. with some variation of this 167.14 channel bottom. When I say some variation, I mean that if we test 178.02, you can see how the trend line it's based on would have to shift just a bit and be a little softer in angle. But 167.14 can contain session weakness. And, I would expect it within a day or two of closing today below 172.96. 172.96 is our intraday pivot point, also our pivot point into early next week. What is 172.96? It is nothing more than yesterday's low, which also would violate the high of Wednesday. That is the high of the low. So if we close below 172.96, we have what I would call kind of a short-term double sell signal that should yield 167.14 Monday, Tuesday of next week, where we can place a daily low. And yes, closing below 167.14 does set up within 3 to 5 more days 159.02. So it is a bit stair step on the way down. And that's why we provide these different time horizons for day traders, 3 to 5 day swing traders, 2 to 3 week swing traders, etc., etc. Is there anything else to say? Just to mention that if we close above 178.02, we have a meaningful buy signal, not only into next week, but into later year, expecting the lower 190s within a week or two and the 219.64 area within 2 to 3 months. I think I've said it all. I'm going to leave it at that for Friday's daily NVIDIA report, and you have a great weekend.